Championship Sunday continues here at the American Football Australia National Flag Football Championship, and we are into semi-final number 1 for the women. This is where it gets important. Knockout rounds. Queensland play Victoria in a test that will define who contests the national championship. These are two teams with plenty of weapons. Of course, the Sun Devils, the defending champions, looking to go back to back to back. Meanwhile, Victoria want to upset and unseat the champions as we see the Victorian offense displaying some of their power. That one falling incomplete. The Queensland Sun Devils have one of the best blitzers in the game. She is tall and she has a huge wingspan in Riley O'Shaughnessy, number 2. Watch her as she rushes Coach Gilman alongside Kate Allman. This is one of the best blitzers in the women's game, in my opinion.
Yeah, she has a nice body form to actually be big and be a deterrent to a quarterback. I like how she closes out on it. It's hard to throw over a tall person.
Forced a long ball there that was way too high because the quarterback from Victoria had to get over the top. And that's exactly what she can do. Forces mistakes. So quickly, 3 and out. The Queenslanders come out on offense and they have Cody Fuller, the NFL flag ambassador, at quarterback. Usually playing wide receiver. Of course, they lost their quarterback, Casey Cubis, this year to retirement. And Fuller has been playing in that quarterback position.
Yeah, she's come to be a formidable contributor on this Maroon Queensland team. Love the way that she plays with the leadership. Had a good throw the last play.
Side snap by Lou, back to quarterback, and they can run. They won't. She'll give it to Danya Herdman, 10 yards out from the first down marker. The Queenslanders, the reigning national champions, looking for another trophy to add to their already full trophy cabinet. Herdman stopped at the 20. Slightly new look team, but plenty of familiar faces. Herdman, Fuller, Lou, Collegia, all appearing last year.
Yeah, without knowing their scheme and what they're wanting to do, that post was open on the backside. I think they just wanted to get it closer to the first down marker. Looks like they're going to try to get to the sticks on this.
On 4th down, must get to halfway. Sidearm, and that's behind the receiver. The Sun Devils forced off. Can't get to Kestra Bessie. Cody Fuller. Well, defense wins championships. You said it, Coach. This is going to be an important defensive game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and that becomes the deterrent factor, right, for offensive. I mean, you need to be clean with every decision that you make, execute in a higher level.
Chloe Rafferty is the quarterback for Victoria. Apologies, Coach, as she sends one to Samantha Kelly.
No, yeah, I like this quarterback. I mean, she's got some good decision-making. Did a great job and be able to distribute that ball quickly.
26-year-old played 8 years of professional cricket. Now turns her attention to flag. Of course, the cricketers have great arms. She's also currently playing football in the Victorian Football League, one step below professional AFL. So an athlete in the pocket. Takes the handoff to Atiola and goes flying down the middle. Finds Elkington. Elkington is one of those players with sneaky acceleration. Watch her. She can turn on the Jets at lightning pace.
Yeah, I've been watching her throughout this tournament. I've seen her make some good plays, and so I look forward to her success as she continues catching this ball. She might be the secret weapon to this team.
First down. Rafferty has to tiptoe sideways, gives it away to Shannon Nolan. She had 2 picks in an earlier pool match, and here she is again picking off quarterbacks. That's too easy for Nolan.
You know, in the United States, we have this thing called the pylon 7-on-7 play. Touch football, with 7 people, 7 aside. Quarterback play is the most important. That play right there should have been a better play done by the quarterback.
Herdman can't hold on in the face of a defensive player. She drops it at the 20, and Cody Fuller's going to have to retry that. Well, decision-making is so important in this game. Decision-making under pressure. If you can put the quarterback under pressure, give them less time, makes things very, very difficult.
Yeah, mental processing as to like what's available, what's not available quickly in 2 seconds. That's why the skill set is really important to have.
Fuller, a few hop, skip and a jump to the right, goes left, slings it and finds a receiver. This time Heidi Nutting does enough for a first down.
Did a good job in catching that ball in traffic. I need to commend her. I mean, there was a slight hesitation by the quarterback, but was able to pull it off, get across the line. Good first down play, and now they're threatening to the end zone.
Jessica Liu at center, one of the all-time game-leading record players. Has played longer than most anyone in this team, Jessica Liu, as they get another 5 yards through Heidi Nutting. On second down, trips left. 3 receivers going left, and they split. A couple going deep. Fuller wants it. She's pointing where she wants the play to go. Herdman sailing through the air, but couldn't get to that corner that Cody Fuller was aiming for. The throw was pretty good.
Yeah, I think the throw was one that that catch should have been made. I like the idea about how she was able to sit in that pocket, deliver her transfer of weight, get that ball up, and the trajectory needed for that ball to be completed. Let's see what happens with the next play.
Fuller and Herdman on the long ball, usually a very safe connection. That time just not quite on the same page. Herdman slowed down the run a little too early. Fuller, this time looking to the shorter option and does get there by Heidi Nutting. Nutting has been a safe pair of hands for her so far. One of the new players on this team. We're going to have a long think about this play. Queensland so far have come back empty-handed from their offensive drives. They would love to score now. They like to lead games. Nutting moves quickly. Fuller has her eyes on the end zone. It's picked off. The Victorians have it. Victoria save the touchdown. Mia Ray Clifford, a 39-year-old, making a huge play for the Victorian defense.
Yeah, that was a great play by the defender. You know what I mean? How do you play against a ball that you had no real estate to convert? And so a little challenging to be at the end zone, no other real estate to actually get it.
Chloe Rafferty back into quarterback. That ball's tipped, but Olivia Manfrey, it's good enough for her to catch. She is the first player from Australia to be on a scholarship for flag football over in America, playing out of Southwestern College in Kansas. She's a playmaker for the Aussie team.
Yeah, Liv has a football IQ of this game. Like her effort. She's supported the national team in the Asia Oceanic in China. Played great there. Really look forward to her success as she continues playing in college.
She said it's been a really interesting ride playing in college. For the first few weeks, she was incredibly sore. Double training sessions, weights, sprints, and of course practice on the field. As we see Victoria driving downfield, they get a first down and they're stopped at the 15. But Manfrey, she mentioned how professional the flag football setup is in college, and that is what is on offer for any of these young players in Australia who have their eyes set on a flag football pathway.
Yeah, and that's something that I would like to shout out very clearly for the country in Australia, to know that opportunities are available for a scholarship and getting your education, getting a college degree, a university degree. Liv is setting that tone for this country. Like seeing her being successful, other younger ladies that are wanting this type of track and trending. Very nice to see her successful.
It's very much an opportunity to young women and, of course, young men who look to play tackle football. Victoria looking to score on the Queenslanders, and they get the first touchdown from who else but Liv Manfrey.
Great hands. She read that play all the way through the back end of the end zone. As it was being developed, she knew exactly that's the direction. Even though double coverage, was able to take that ball away at the top of that high pointing. Great job. Good pitch and catch.
And that's the experience of playing over in college. Here's the 2-point attempt. They want it all. The Victorians, they go back to Liv Manfrey, and she is up and about. She gets the crowd hyped. Doubles down on the touchdown. Victoria lead Queensland 8-0.
They went right back to the well on that. Man, she's great job. I mean, how do you defend that? I mean, confidence builder for Victoria. Hopefully the Maroon Queensland women team dials it up again.
Queensland back out on offense, get a 5-yard gain there. The Queenslanders were undefeated through pool play. They had 3 wins yesterday, the only team to have done so. Victoria had just the 1 win. They had 2 losses. It would be an incredible upset for the Victorians to stamp out the Queenslanders and prevent them from going through to the final. That's what's on everyone's mind, and potentially more pressure on the Queenslanders as Cody Fuller has no pressure coming to her all kinds of time, but nearly throws it away. Freya Hibbard had it on her gloves and dropped it.
So here's where you, as a defender, are saying to the offense, we're going to make the quarterback wrong, giving her the chance of capitalizing. Unfortunately, he didn't choose it very well, didn't place the ball. I'm sure that she'll dial up something different right here. She's a competitor, an NFL ambassador for flag. She's going to dial it up right now.
Fuller, still no blitz coming to her. The defenders all over her. Offensive players. She tried to find Heidi Nutting, who has not dropped a single ball when it's placed on her, but that was just slightly behind. And that brings up 4th down for the Queenslanders.
So last down here, they got to get to that first down marker. What do you think? They're going to try to go for that before the first down or after? What do you think, Kate?
You could potentially look a long ball and then run it, but there's no double quarterback option, so she's going to step into it, Fuller, and try to take it all. She nearly had it too. Kestra Bessie dropped it. You can't drop those ones.
You called it right. Yeah, she went for the long ball.
So no score for Queensland. Victoria come back out. They can now look to double down on their lead. They've got Riley O'Shaughnessy getting up in the quarterback's grill. They get rid of it before she arrives, and Courtney Jones runs it down the sideline. Always got the handoff option just in case O'Shaughnessy comes up with the blitz. Manfrey goes up for the ball and comes down with it past the first down marker. Well, she's their deep option, coach. And if you're defending, do you put 2 players back and forget the blitz altogether?
Well, I would definitely have the skill set be more refined in learning how to play the deep ball. And so that's an issue. I think the quarterback and the receiver is playing off of that, the lack of skills. But I like the idea that, they have to play with more man discipline, and the zone is getting eaten up there. Quarterback knows it.
Sam Kelly with the reception there at the 20. Fakes the handoff again and goes down the middle. Rafferty finds Kelly once more in her third time representing Victoria for the Eagles. He's played many years of netball, Sam Kelly, and has the netball hands to secure those short checkdowns. It's Manfrey at centre. Fakes handoff, goes really high and looking for her teammate Emily Elkington. Really, really high. The trajectory not ideal to come down in the end zone.
Yeah, I think they want to go for a jump ball, isolate number 9 in the end zone. Just unfortunately, the height of that ball went beyond her head. Wasn't able to get to that execution of making that play.
Low scoring first half. Victoria, the only team with points on the board. Motion. Rafferty lobs it into a crowd and it falls to the ground. Nobody can keep hold of it and they go off without points for the third time today.
Well, kid, I don't think you can go to the well more than once, but it looks like that was the third time trying to get to that corner route. High point of that ball defensively. Queensland did a really good job. Could have gotten a completion had they came down with it for Victoria.
Queensland, a chance to respond and get back in this game. They go down the middle and the flag is pulled at the 11. Tackle made by Nina Marie Antiola, the 28-year-old defensive back out of the Philippines. Represents the Philippines in flag football. Fuller goes down the middle again, looking for her check down in Ella Kalija. 2 players right there to take the flags immediately.
So that number 24 plays for a national Philippines team?
That's correct.
Impressive.
Been playing flag for 4 years now. Lou, sideways snap, back to Fuller. She can run if she has an opportunity. She does so, gets around the blitzer, but her flag is pulled at the 12. In fact, 3 yards out from halfway. That brings up 4th down. New South Wales, Victoria's defence not giving Queensland very much at all. Nothing comes free. Fuller with an option over the top. Herdman has dropped it. She reckons her arms were chopped, but the referees say incomplete. This is uncharacteristic play from the Sun Devils. They are usually so clean and they've been unable to connect on a number of occasions.
Yeah, this is where you can't depend on calls from the referees. They try their best to make the right decisions. You have to come down, have strong hands. Unfortunately, that wasn't done.
So Victoria back out. They bring the offense and they bring the pace with Courtney Jones to the sideline. Motion in the backfield and they dump it over the top to Samantha Kelly for another 5 yards. Playing with tempo, Victoria. They like to do this before Queensland can get their defence set up. O'Shaughnessy nearly gets home. She gets around. Rafferty gives it away. Under pressure from the blitzer. She's thrown it straight to Shannon Nolan for the second time. Her second pick in this semi-final.
Yeah, she did an excellent job doing her responsibility. Looks like they were playing a cover two on that one. She just sat in her squatting one side of the curdle flat, made a play on the ball. She's really active.
Well, that all amounted from the rush that was put on the quarterback by O'Shaughnessy, forcing a throw into coverage, and Shannon Nolan read it like a book. Dropped it in the breadbasket, so that gifts the Sun Devils another opportunity to even things up here. Fuller, way back at halfway. Twitchy with her footwork and lobs it to the end zone. Herdman won't drop it this time. There is a flag on this play. And I wonder if Herdman had her toes in. Nevertheless, penalty marker.
Yeah, probably took the air slightly out from her when she landed. Great effort. I know that Cody saw her just later than she should have. Put a lot more air onto it. She went up to high point. It was out of bounds. I don't know about that contact. That's a bang-bang play. Sometimes you need to let it play out. Could have gone either way.
It's very easy when you look at it after the play and to look at it really slowed down to see contact. But you're right. In real time, it looked pretty okay.
Yep.
I'm going to respot this ball 1 yard further back. So they're 7 yards out from the end zone now and gifted a first down after the contact on Danya Herdman. Victoria have not sent a rush to Cody Fuller yet. There's been no blitz on the quarterback. Gives them an extra man in defense, but no matter because Danya Herdman finds herself open in the end zone for a touchdown. The first of the day for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, you live and die with this idea of letting the quarterback make mistakes. Cody Fuller capitalizes. Great job in seeing the field. And the mismatch where someone could have supported on a double team. But great job for Cody. Good pitch. Good catch.
Freya Hibbard got turned inside out. And that's where the separation occurred. Now they want to even it up. They want 2 points on the point after touchdown. Fuller has all kinds of time. Lobs it to the back of the end zone, but it's caught. And Victoria will maintain their lead. 2 points the difference.
Is that a second interception by that person, number 14?
14. It is her, second pick in the end zone. That one saving the extra point, but the previous saving a touchdown. The 39-year-old, the oldest player in almost the competition. She's played AFLW for Melbourne, Geelong, and Fremantle, and has great hands, you can see.
Yeah, I applaud her. That's excellent.
Long ball, oh no! A nightmare scenario for Chloe Rafferty. There are penalty markers all over the place, but she's given it away to Queensland, and if this play stands, Nissen has taken a pick straight back from the quarterback.
Yeah, this game becomes one that you want to be able to play the ball offensively and defensively. When that ball goes in the air, like AFL, you want to get to that point. And for referees to call a flag on this, be interested to see what the call is. Could be a controversial one. As I considered previously, this is a bang-bang play. And so both 50-50 balls, we should be able, from a defense standpoint, to go up and get it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I would agree with that call, but that's definitely what, when we are playing competitively, you want to let these people play through it.
So a legal contact called on Queensland prior to the interception. That means Victoria will get 10 yards and a first down, and there's no interception for Queensland. Chloe Rafferty breathes a sigh of relief as O'Shaughnessy attacks, and she sends it long. She's done the exact same thing to Lanya Nissen. She takes the pick. Queensland get it right back.
Yeah, she was at the right place, the right time. She went ahead and got the high point on this. The first pick that she had, which unfortunately was called back for accidental contact. And, of course, the last play, she did the same thing, was able to get that pick finally. Redemption. Good on her.
Well, it felt right after the call that was a bang-bang play, as you said, Coach. Nissen does get the pick to her stat sheet. We head into halftime with an upside-down score that no one had on their bingo cards. Queensland, the premiership defenders, the national champions of the last 2 years, go into the break 2 points down under Victoria, who've been unable to get more than a single win this tournament. Stay with us. Second half coming up, and it's going to be an exciting one. Championship Sunday continues with the first semi-final in the women's division of the AFA National Flag Football Championship. This is a blockbuster. Victoria lead Queensland, the defending national champions, looking for a place in the national championship later on today. Victoria, they've built steadily across the tournament. They are disciplined defensively and composed with the ball, and so far through a single half, they've been able to outscore the Queenslanders. And that is the kind of defence that has kept them to just the single 6-pointer. Queensland. Kate Orman here alongside Coach Gilman out of the University of Hawaii. Thanks so much for joining us, Coach. Is this what you expected from this semi-final?
Yeah, of course. You've got some high, competitive, energetic, athletic players right now. Queensland on the field, always great representation for not only tackle football, but essentially flag football for Tournament Sunday. Victoria does a great job in defending right here.
Cody Fuller does a great job in evading the blitz. She doesn't get sacked, but she has to throw it out of bounds. And this is what the Victorian defence have done all day. That's one of the very first blitzes they've actually sent to the quarterback. They're happy to sit back and force Fuller to make mistakes. Is that the right mindset to bring into a semi-final?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to play some mind games with the quarterback to see what kind of decision-making she'll do. I'm impressed with number 14 as an older, wiser athlete. She sits back. I think she's about to pick that last play. So let's see if they're going to dial up a blitz. It doesn't look like it.
Mia Ray Clifford, number 14 for Victoria, already has 2 picks in the end zone. And Fuller has to heave this downfield. Finds Freya Hibbard. And Hibbard, the 24-year-old AFL cross-coder, plays rugby, hockey, and this is her first year playing flag football.
Yeah, that's Ella, isn't it? And she's
In fact, that's Ella Collegiate. My apologies. Wrong team list.
Yeah, she's
You're right.
been quiet all through this tournament, and looks like she's going to dial up some good production here if Fuller can find her open. She's an excellent player, national player as well.
Under center, Fuller.
Right there.
Looking for Lou, and just out of her reach. Jessica Lou was open. The check down available to Fuller. But the blitz got up in her grill, and that is what forced the error.
Yeah, one of the traits of a good quarterback is being able to see with vision, under pressure, and getting the first down. And, of course, that was the first attempt. Had to get that 3-yard first down, but that streak down the middle was open. Unfortunate that it wasn't capitalized.
Victoria back out on offense, and they hand it off to Courtney Jones, the wide receiver and the safety. Gets some yards after the catch. Her background is an AFLW player for the Carltons and the Suns and Richmond. This is her first year playing flag football. Kelly in motion. Rafferty sends it over the top and finds Kelly. There's a flag pulled before she had the ball, or almost simultaneous.
So offensively, the quarterback is calling the plays. So you don't have a coach on the sideline helping. I think she's doing a wonderful job as a QB, finding people open.
They're coached by Bliss Love, who is a player on this team, number 5. Long ball looking for Manfrey. Manfrey can't hold on as Talena Nissen prevents the catch. She's already got a pick here, Nissen, and she prevents an important catch.
Yeah, she has some potential, Kate. You know, she's got a body frame that kind of, you can see that she has a lot of potential, pushing her legs to earth to getting to point A to point B fast, high pointing balls. She must have played some footy or some AFL.
Rafferty with a short drop back and gets to Kelly somehow, someway, with Ruari von Prott's hand waving in the air in front. Kelly managed to keep control and keep her eyes fixed on that ball.
Great effort in going after that ball under pressure with a lot of people on her. Good hands, strong hands coming down, completing her first.
Rafferty heaves it downfield, looking for Kelly again. That one, it is broken up by Von Prott.
Yeah, that last play, that defender didn't make that play, and 26 came down with it. This particular play, she was successful. Ain't happening more than once.
Kelly in motion. Rafferty pops it over the top, finds Kelly. Strong hands. And the tackle made just inside the 15. Rafferty pitches it backwards and finds the fastest player on the field, Emily Elkington. Can't get around Ruari von Prott. Great technique with that flag pull.
Yeah, I'd like to see that formation and play once more. Maybe a fake to her, have him go up the sideline on a wheel. I think that's a good design. Maybe just do it one more time, but fake her. I like the idea that that quarterback is calling the plays.
She's confident, Chloe Rafferty. Great leader for this Victorian Eagles team. Over the top, and she's thrown a pick. Once more, the Queensland defence have it. Riley Douglas in her gloves. And she puts it back in the hands of Cody Fuller in the offense.
A lot of pressure, Kate, right? Quarterback has got to make some good decisions. In this case, I think she forced it. You know, I mean, having a chance to be close to that end zone, underthrows it, you have to throw it out of bounds.
Back in motion now, and it's Danya Herdman dancing down the sideline after a rugby-style pass from the quarterback, Cody Fuller. Well, all of these drives are taking a long time to put together, and that becomes a factor as time ticks down on this second half. Queensland still chasing the game. Herdman dropped 3 yards short of the first down marker. Generous spot. They give her the 1 yard line.
Oh, well, can't depend on any call. You have to play the ball through it all. Not depend on any type of calls from the referees.
On third down, Jessica Liu back to Fuller, who throws it forward for Herdman, and she reaches out for the first down. And that time it's quite clear. Queensland move the sticks. Both teams playing for a place in the final later on today. Queensland looking to defend their trophy. Defending the trophy cabinet, but defending Cody Fuller's throw is Victoria's superstar on defense, Meritiana Robinson. That's a touchdown saver.
Yeah, that ball was slightly underthrown. As a result, Robinson being able to capitalize under it. Went under that throw, highest point, successful in getting that ball, securing it. Nicely done defensively.
She's played 6 seasons of Super W rugby for the Rebels, and she's captained for 2 seasons. This is her debut in flag football. What a debut. Preventing a touchdown in the semi-final. That might be the game changer they need, the Victorians. One swing in momentum can change everything in this match. And with the pressure all on Queensland, they have nothing to lose, the Victorians. Rafferty fakes the handoff, goes down the middle, finds her speedster, Emily Elkington.
Yeah, I'd like to see the ball in her hands a little bit more. Hopefully she can get some in the open on a one-on-one situation. I think she has some good speed for this game.
It's only her first year playing flag, but we've already seen the acceleration she can turn on when needed. Rafferty throws it straight back to Queensland, and Camilla Satyasiv this time adds a pick to her stat sheet. Well, this is an incredible game by the defense on both sides.
Yeah, so we've seen in these games today, somewhat Super Bowl Sunday tournament, right? You got pressure affecting the decision-making of quarterbacks. Whether you're blitzing or not, it's going to come down to that, Kate. What do you think?
Decision-making, this game is all about decision-making. Make good decisions, and you can win championships. And that's a good decision every day of the week. Pitch pass forward to Danya Herdman. When the pressure starts to build, it's easier said than done. It's very easy to say it from the commentary box.
Sure. Yeah, so much is given, much is expected, right? If you want to fill in the role as a quarterback and be the person pulling the trigger, you have to expect that there's pressure, errors, margin of errors, mind you, affects the game at the end.
Mm-hmm. Fuller with Collegia in motion, gets to her and takes it back to the line of scrimmage. Not much gain on that one. Of course, it's decision-making and then it's execution, which we come to expect at a level that is high for the game. But sometimes in these big moments, skill execution can be the first thing to go under pressure. Fuller executes this pass to perfection. Ella Khalija puts the Queenslanders ahead for the very first time in this semi-final.
Well, therein lies what we were talking about, right? So this game is done and is accepted by our quarterback's good and bad decisions. She threw this person open before she cut through her brakes, going to the first pylon. Ball was on point, turned, ball was in her hands without the receiver knowing. Great job on the execution for quarterback Cody Fuller, NFL ambassador for flag. Great to represent. Thank you, Cody Fuller.
Fresh off the Pro Bowl, Cody Fuller, and Super Bowl, lofting it to the end zone and doubles down with the extra point. Ella Khalija.
So both of these ladies have been national players for Australia. And no doubt this is going to end up in the hands of those that have got maybe the most experienced and skillful in this game. Great representation on both sides of the ball with even Liv and Ella, right? Capitalizing on good catches.
So Victoria must respond here if they want to see another match and they want to go to the championship. They need a touchdown. That would even things up. An extra point would bring them back into the lead. Kelly with motion, a high snap. Rafferty goes high over the top to Manfrey, and it is broken up by Talena Nissen.
Hey, Kate, for this level, I mean, this is great ball in terms of trying to get that ball from a defender. But in the next level, the balls are coming a little quicker, right? And Liv would have been able to receive that ball if that ball was a little faster.
It's a great call. Rafferty, long ball. Oh, contact at the end of that route for Liv Manfrey. Nothing called. And it looks like Talena Nissen might even try to go to the house. There was a huge collision before Manfrey could get to the ball.
She's having a game. Number 23. You know, seeing the field, playing with great vision, climbed that ladder to get that top side, extended herself, high pointed the ball. Seems like she either plays some AFL or some sort, but she knows how to do and what to do with the ball as she runs it with a great opportunity to get to the end zone. Came up short.
Queensland offense are back on the field. The pick will stand, and they will start at the 14-yard line. Time surely ticking down on this second half. Fuller finds Khalija. Khalija hits a defender, and there's flags all over the place. It's going to be a contact penalty on someone.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, Kate, right? So I like plays where you're attacking the ball, you know, instead of sitting back and waiting. In this play, what happened, you know, there's some incidental contact. It's going to be somewhat that way at the red zone. So I'm okay with that. I mean, it has to have an advantage from a defensive standpoint. I think that's the only thing you can stand on. Flag football becomes more of an offensive-driven thing, so.
The ball is placed 2 yards out from the end zone. Cody Fuller and her Sun Devils eyeing off back-to-back-to-back championships, and that'll help. It goes a long way to it as Ella Khalija gets her second touchdown of the match.
That was an easy pitch and catch, you know, kind of a boxing out like basketball on the post. So, Ella has a lot of experience being able to take her body and use that as a weapon. Nicely done, Ella.
Bunched formation. Fuller steps up under center. Steps left, lobs it to the top and to the back pylon, and it's Jessica Liu to secure the extra point. Well, that might just do it.
Yeah, that was created by Cody Fuller. Yeah, that was a great play call. Good vision, getting that ball top side, seeing the ball through. Extra point.
Victoria needs some kind of miracle. Here's another look at the touchdown.
Yeah, that touchdown is one that is played through Ella's ability to put herself in between the ball. Good job, Ella.
Not much time left. Second half of semi-final one for the women. Oh, it's picked off, and this will seal the deal for the Sun Devils. Shannon Nolan, the trifecta, her third pick in the semi-final.
So two valuable attributes here in this type of game. One, margin of error, making bad decisions because of the hurry from the blitzer. And then the second variable is great defense, preying off of bad decisions. Nicely done.
Shannon Nolan is having some game in this semi-final. As the offense come back out to put the extra point on it. The game that was so close through the first half. The Sun Devils have exploded. Ella Kaleja gets the extra point. And it's Queensland that would go through to the final for the third year running.
I'm really impressed with Cody Fuller. You know, I mean, that particular play looks like a Patrick Mahomes deal. Scatting across the line of scrimmage at the last minute, distributing that ball. This particular play with that good capitalizing of bad mistakes of a quarterback. That number one, last name.
Shannon Nolan was the pick. Yeah, 3 picks for Shannon Nolan in this semi-final. It's a big game player. 3 picks in a semi-final.
Player today. 23 and number 1.
Shannon Nolan, not to be confused with Shannon Knoll. Nolan is the flag football player. Knoll would be the pop star. One of your favourites, Coach.
Yeah.
So here's Victoria. Can they play for pride? Can they get some points back off the Sun Devils before they head through to the championship? This will help. Oh, no. It's again picked off. Talena Nissen. Another pick. Nissen and Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan and Nissen had played well.
Right?
Yeah. Right place, right time. Yeah, I had a chance to look at her at other games. She's just been turning it up today in this semifinal game.
There's not much that the Victorian women can do on offense right now, and every time there's a pick thrown, Chloe Rafferty is losing confidence. So we're losing time for Victorians to maintain any kind of inkling of a dream. This is pretty much victory formation for Queensland. Fuller takes a knee 1 yard behind halfway. Well, the Queensland women have won the National Flag Championship ever since the official format has been introduced. The past 2 years have belonged to them. And 2026 may yet. They will go through to the championship. Victoria will have to wait another year. They've been the best outfit all weekend, undefeated through the pool rounds. It's a fitting end for Fuller and her Sun Devils. And this is all just academic. They don't want to injure anyone. They're just going to see out the clock and declare Sun Devils the winner.
Yeah, Kate, this is a great display of, as we spoke earlier, that defense wins games and championships, capitalizing on bad decisions. So applaud Queensland and Victoria. They had some good plays on both sides of the ball. Nice to see this game being forwarded by great sportsmanship on both teams and the respect for each other.
With 2 seconds left on the game clock, there's going to be one more snap before they declare the semi-final done. And we turn our attention to the final. Well, there's a bit of fun to end things. Cody Fuller not going to make it easy for Bliss Love to get a flag. She'll get it on the final play, and Love can add a sack to her stat sheet as they blow the full-time whistle. Queensland Sun Devils will go through to the final, the national championship for the 3rd year in a row. The Victorian women, gallant in defeat, unable to stem the relentless attack of Fuller and the Queensland Sun Devils.
Well, we'll catch up in the next final game, wouldn't we?
What an exciting one we have in store. So the men's final will be up in about 15 minutes, and the women's final will be after that. Kate Orman and Coach Gilman will be here to call it all. Don't go anywhere. It's all up here on the YouTube channel for American Football Australia.